It's the peak of armored infantry technology, and soon we will use it, just as they do in the Fallout universe. Fallout 4, it's finally released. This is the perfect opportunity to talk about this amazing game and its predecessors. Today we are not taking a look at the monsters and beings that roam the land, or the factions like the Brotherhood of Steel, no. This time we are talking power, and to be more precise, power armor, like the T45 D model. The most common edition of the T45 series was the first version of power armor to be successfully developed in battle by the United States in 2067 during the Sino-American War. The T45 D model was used to fight against Chinese tanks and infantry. The first version, the T45A model, was powered by small energy cells and it burned through them at an alarming rate. Some later versions were either manufactured or retrofitted by the US Army with built-in micro-fusion packs. A technology that was developed later by Westtech, a company that later on built the next generation of power armor. While the T45 D Armor is similar in its overall shape to the more advanced T51 B Armor, it is significantly less advanced than its later counterpart, and uses riveted steel plates instead of plastic composite materials in its construction. Various electronic and mechanical subsystems of the armor are exposed on the outside of its casing rather than sealed within, as in the T51B, making it far more susceptible to damage. In addition, a specialized bodysuit is required to be worn underneath the T45D's armored shell, in order to facilitate linking the armor's servos to the wearer's own motion, and to make the armor more bearable because of its heat dissipation problems. The development of power armor went on and more advanced versions like the T51 were created. But then it happened. The Great War. On October 23, 2077, when nuclear weapons were launched by all the nuclear-capable nations of the Fallout world, the exchange lasted for approximately 2 hours, according to most survivors' accounts. Once the last atomic bomb and the nuclear warhead had fallen, the world fell into a deep darkness of a nuclear holocaust. After this event, the world fell into a state of darkness and no developments were made for several decades. There is no development in power armor for the next 120 years, but eventually the Enclave scientists finally developed a reliable version of what they call the Advanced Power Armor, which is the latest development in power armor since the Great Atomic War. But the question is the power armor like they use it in Fallout 4 possible in real life? Well, would you believe me if I told you that America is currently developing power armor which is similar to that of Fallout 4? The US military is accelerating its program to build a tactical assault light operated suit, also known as Talos, an exoskeleton mounted computer system for the soldier of tomorrow. The United States Special Operations Command announced the Talos program and asked for partners in industry to help them build it. They announced it had 80 participants from the industry, as well as 10 universities and 4 national laboratories. So far, the Talos team has been trying out commercial exoskeletons, liquid armor that turns hard on impact, high-tech power supplies, and micro-generation systems to power the entire thing. They want to get the Talos prototype out there by next year and have the battle armor ready for development in 2018. Today's exoskeletons vary in utility from combat to construction. They can allow soldiers to carry 17 times more weight than normal and march with significantly less strain on the body. With an Exos 2 suit, for example, a soldier can carry 400 pounds, but feel the weight of only 23. This power armor looks a bit different, that's true, but it's still in development. The biggest problem we have is the power supply for the armor. In Fallout they use micro-fusion packs. It is described as a medium-sized energy production unit, a self-contained fusion reactor. Now, I would not expect the military to use something like this, because radioactive material is very dangerous and it's way too advanced technology for us. We can never create something small enough. Sure, they both use a power source which generates more power on its own, like the small motor we are developing for Talos and the reactor they use in the Fallout power armors. But they are way more advanced with this stuff than we are now, and it's obvious why. Because Fallout 4 takes place at least 60 years in the future. And so you see that Fallout 4's power armor is closer to reality than you think. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you enjoyed. I made this video instead of the story behind because I got a jaw infection, sadly enough. So I still hope you enjoyed this video and go ahead and check out any of my other videos if you feel like it, and why not subscribe?